Hello, welcome back to another video. Today is shave day, and it has been a while, and it's been a long time. You can even tell when I show you, you're gonna see all the fur on it. Before we start, today I'm gonna be using this. Hopefully you can see it. I believe it's I'm gonna pronounce it American style. Distinto. Bram, thank you, Bram. He sent this over from overseas to us. He sent it to Craig. Craig's trying it. I'm gonna try it, and it's a pass-around soap. And here's the aftershave balm, and basically we're all scooping. So, first time ever hearing of this. First time gonna try it. So let me say thank you again, Bram. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be using a Opus brush. Let me see. Let me show you the proper way. Okay. It's really hard to see. Would be great if you had a little bit of like a paint, and then you can see the engraving on it. But I'm gonna try the brush today. It's a synthetic, and then I'm using an old vintage Gillette with the Black Beauties. So let's get this rock and rolling. I chopped off all my nails, so I'm gonna have a heck of a time up in this bad boy. Okay, well, I've been gone for such a long time. If y'all don't know, I'm pretty well posted it. I had eye surgery, and basically I went down for a week earlier to hang out with my mother in Idaho, and my operation was in Salt Lake City, and surgery was on the 23rd, and it went well. So the brush to the side, I brush your hair, razor here. Let's get a scooping and a moving. And new background. Because when I was down there, I went to the Western store. A little harder than I thought it was going to be. It looked pretty soft. It's usually what I usually use. So I scooped out. Sorry, I had it off camera. My blind bat. Let's put this over here so you can see it. With the aftershave. And pack this all down. So yeah, like I said, surgery went well. Last 3 times I had surgery, I busted a stitch. Apparently when they put me under, it was a gas. Apparently I don't do very well with the gas, so they put me under with a pulper bowl. Anyway, the Mac and Jackson stuff. So they says this one went very well, so now they know what kind of cocktail I need to go under, because the doctor says usually when I go into surgery, I get sick afterwards with that other concoction that they have, so he's hoping that this new one will work better in the long run. So here's the hoping, and hopefully the other implant in the left eye will hold out a little bit longer. He says usually he says from the last time when I had my right eye done, it was like a year later than I had my left eye done. So I am not looking forward to next year. Oh, and this brush is made from a cue balls. So that's Opus's thing. He does stuff with cue balls. A lot of the vintage balls he carves things out of. It's really dark in here today because outside it's cloudy. And the weather's been turning to fall, and you know how that rolls. As soon as the weather gets a little colder, the leaves and everything turns yellow, and then seems like in a blink of an eye, then it turns into winter, snow. And for us, we usually sometimes we get in our negatives, which is very, very cold. So if you hear the heater kick on, you know why, and I apologize. I think I got most of it off the bottom. Yes, I use a very big bowl. I wish they would make some shaving bowls really big, but I understand not, because the majority of the people they market to are men and they lather their faces, so they don't need quite as much lather. But anyway, let me quit whining. Look at that. I had like almost 2 months of fur on my skin. When it gets to this point, you're better off just not even shaving, because it's nice and long, so you miss that itchy point. So anyway. My boyfriend's like, you gonna shave? No. Well, not yet. Kinda like it shaving when he's gone, so he's not sitting there making noise in the background. Or, all he does is play on his notepad now, because he got himself a notepad. And usually he goes downstairs and plays on the computer. But now with notepad, he can just sit on the couch with me and play on his notepad. Right now, I believe this is the longest handled brush that I have. Most are shorter. And I really can't be putting a lot of pressure, leaning forward, so... Could you believe, fun useless fact that people really don't know? You actually exert a lot of pressure on your eyes. And just even going to the bathroom bearing down, you can bust your stitch after surgery. So, that's why I haven't shaved for a while. I mean, probably could have shaved right out of surgery, but I don't want to chance it by leaning forward, or the surgery went very well. Not busting a stitch. So, why chance it, right? So, that, and let me tell you a little story. There's this one guy, my doctor told me that, you know, he's a pretty strong guy. He went for eye surgery, and then it was like not even a couple weeks afterwards, he went and he was putting a motor in a car, and the guy's like, well, I could do that because I've done it millions of times, because you know the motor's on the cherry picker, and basically you just got to maneuver up over the motor area to drop the motor in, and then basically you're just, it's on the chain and you're moving it around to put it in. And anyway, the guy, when he was pushing around the motor, just put just enough pressure, it busted a stitch in his eye. And so he was telling about that. Alright. In the last 3 times when they put me under with the gas, I got sick and I vomited, and it wasn't like a big vomit or nothing. It was just a dry heaves, and I ended up busting a stitch. So, where this time I didn't bust a stitch, thank God. My hair goes right here, at a weird angle right there. But anyway, so just avoid that. Let's just not put any pressure on the body, period. And bearing down when you go in the bathroom, you can bust your stitch doing that too. So, fun fact, you just don't bear down. You just sit there and pray that it just loads on it. Yeah, kind of gross. Too much TMI, but oh well. It's fun being back on a reservation. The only thing I hate about it is the internet sucks. And the reason why is because internet companies for like Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, etc., when they do towers, they like buying the property where their towers sit on. So on the reservation, when you buy, you can't, a non-tribal member cannot purchase property on the reservation if the piece of property is in trust. So you don't really technically, you own your property if you're a tribal member. If you're a non-tribal member, you can purchase property from a tribal member, which will take it out of trust, which on the reservation, a lot of people don't like selling to non-tribal people because they don't want the property taken out of trust. So it's back in the treaty rights and stuff from a long time ago, they wrote in. So anyway, fun fact that you don't probably know, you probably never need to know the information. So anyway, that's why the internet service sucks, is because there's really no towers on the reservation. So no towers, and they don't want to rent property. So that's why when you get on the res, it's kind of like a blackout zone. So yeah. So that's what you see me on sometimes. I can't stay on very long because we're living off of gigabytes. So yeah. So when I got back, my boyfriend's like, "You just love me for my internet." I'm like, no. Love you for you, ding dong. Yeah, that's romantic, huh? Anyway, so far so good. Go to the other way. Oh, let me wrap this leg first real quick so it can dry off. And this Saturday, if everything goes good, we're going to do an Idaho meetup. Look at all that hair. Oh, my bucket of water. It looks gross with all that hairling in it. So, everybody's going to be meeting up in Pocatello, Idaho. Just going to be fun. I think there's like 5 or 6 of us going to meet up. Hopefully a couple more, depending on how everybody's schedule is. But you know how that goes. Lathered very well. The scent on it, there's not really like a scent. I mean, there's a really light scent, but it's not like some of the Phoenix Artisan scents where they're like, you could smell the scent. It's really light scented, which is good. And I was looking at the lid, it has like 150 ml. Milliliter, and it has like says a 12-month, because you know it has a little makeup container in it. From the time you open it, it says it has a shelf life of 12 months. So very interesting. Bye here. I don't know if you could hear that feedback. I really like these vintage ones. They're nice and mild. And I know some of y'all men got some like massive hardcore fur on the face, and it takes like an really aggressive razor. But for me personally, milds are great. Let me see what else. Went down for surgery. There was a fire down there on the hill right outside Salt Lake, which was very interesting. All the times I've been down, I've never seen a fire down that area. So interesting. Godfather's Pizza. For us, it's kind of like, yay, because all our Godfather's pizzas in our area in Idaho shut down. See what else. Talked about the meetup. Can't wait for that to happen. I told him I really like to do a live. So somebody there we could go live and hopefully be in one of the rooms and do a live chat with everybody for a while, because I know when like Melly Mel meets up with people down in Florida, they hop on real quick for a live, And I noticed a lot of people want to sit and chat to both of them, but they cut it so short. So I mentioned that to Craig. He says, yeah, we could do that. So hopefully we'll get on and do a live in one of the groups. Don't know which group yet. We'll see. I ordered some soap to give to everybody as a gift. So it's a very interesting one. We'll see how they'll like it. Let me see. Other than that, not a whole lot really going on. Just election stuff, but I'm not into politics. I don't like talking. When people get up on politics, I start to zone out. I don't know if anybody else is like that. I am. Like I said, this hair has been here for a couple months, so it feels good to get it off. Thinking about trying to shave twice a week. We'll see how that rock and rolls. But so far so good. This is nice, and you probably can't see it, but I don't have any missed a spot. So one good thing with the safety razor, after you get your angle down, you just don't really have to always see it. Just kind of go for it. And like a straight razor, I like to say thank you, Ray, for sending me a straight razor. I'll wait until I'm really healed it good, so I can really lean forward more, because I want to make sure I could get a good angle and hand positioning on the straight. And I want to get used to holding it in my hand, feeling how I could, you know, it's like anything. Like the safety razors, you got to learn your angle and your holding, right? And after a while, it just becomes just how you hold it. And the same thing with the safety razor, I got to learn how to hold it properly and everything. I'm not playing a JR, just willy-nilly it. So. Alright, let's dry this puppy off and hit it with some aftershave balm and wrap this bad boy up. Design. Okay, pop it open. It still has this little thing in there. Pop it open. Let's see. Can you see it? There's really not a scent. Okay, sorry, my camera cut off this time and it actually beeped. I hope I didn't lose everything. So, yeah, it has a slight scent. Yeah, and it took me a while. You can see where the leaf tore me up. I have a feeling I'm going to have a scar there. Oh! Well, my camera's totally hating me. That was like the second time it cut me off. Anyway. I'm at the very end. Thank God. Hopefully I saved everything. And this is the soap that I used. Distinto, or anyway. Thank you, Bram, for sending it to me and the group here in America. We're passing it around, so I like it. It's great. It's a good soap. But if you look at it right here, it says only 12 months from opening. So, okay, hope this films. This is my fourth time coming on here. Anyway, thank you again. I really appreciate it. And it's off to the next person to use it. And thanks to you again, Bram. I really appreciate it for sending us the samples and packaging it up. And it's going up to the next person to use. Alright, let's cut this short and quick before my camera decides to cut off and run away again. Alright, until next time, hopefully...